What up, everybody? It's been a long time, but welcome to another edition of Inside Jokes RV. It's yours truly, Joe Shelton. Let's get into this episode. Me and my RV. Me and my RV. Me and my RV. Me and my RV. All right, y'all. I've had the rig parked. Haven't driven it since the last trip. Was it April? Something like that. So, but I have been coming over every few weeks and cranking it up and just starting it up. And so today I'm about to actually drive it. I'm gonna take it to go get a car wash through a truck car wash, Blue Beacon, something like that. It's a truck car wash. I'm gonna take the rig through that. It's like that every once a year. They have the high pressure, you know, and they sort of get all the grime off of it. So especially since I've had it parked for these months. So leaving it parked, the battery dies, the engine compartment battery. So those who have Class A's or Class C RVs, when you have your rig in storage, do you leave, what do you do with your battery? Do you unhook, and this is the engine battery, not the house batteries. Do you put like a trickle charger on it to just sort of keep it, a little current flowing through it to keep it charged? And do you unhook it and take it with you, store it at your house? Tell me, leave in the comments what you do with your engine batteries and your house batteries of that. All right, so now about to get in here, unlock this, and get a boost to the battery. This little key right here unlocks this grill plate. This is in front, and there's the battery right there. If you haven't seen my review on this, go back a few videos. I'll link it up here. This is a jump starter. Comes with this little connect alligator clips and has a flashlight on it. You see those right there. Multiple purposes for this. I use it as sort of a power bank on my cell phone, but mainly it's a battery charger, a jump starter. So I just connect mine up in here like this. That one on. Got that one on. You hear a little click, that little green light stays. So now we run inside here. And we crank it up. There's my key right here. Come on in. There it is. And I didn't even check to see if it needed a boost. It probably didn't need a boost, but I do it anyway. Disconnect. And there we go. So if you got an RV, even if you have a car, make sure the days of need somebody to boost you off and all those type things, get you one of these. I'll put the link in the description of this video. Every car, RV, it definitely needs that. All right, let's just run up for a minute. I'm gonna tidy up some other things inside the RV before we start driving. Let's go. Another thing I like to do is walk around. Let's do a physical check of everything. This is my shore power. I'm gonna disconnect. I'm gonna leave this over here. So, I'd like to see if all my compartments are still closed, which they are. One thing you don't want, going down the road, and then your compartments fly open. So those all look good. good. It's closed. Close. Close. You can tell how it is. I'm under a tree. You can see how dirty it is. So going through those truck washes, you know, of course you can hand wash this stuff, man, but every now and then you need a good truck wash. Alright, because I think they use some type of little acid or something to get the grease and stuff off of this. So let me go through. I always leave my refrigerator doors open. Close those up. Close up all my windows. I normally have those open just for airflow. Close those vents up. We got 3 of those. Close those up. Close this window. Close this window. Bring these on back. Close this window. Let's tie. And if you haven't watched any of my videos, man, I made these. The curtains, the privacy curtains that came with the RV was so faded and peeling. I made some of these. I made these with some regular old Walmart curtains. You want to make sure you always Velcro those out so it doesn't block your vision. So I do the same thing on this side over here. You know, I've had this rig parked. It's just amazing how much dust and stuff settles, and little spiders and cobweb stuff get in just from being parked. I had a little water leak, and it's one thing about RVs. The whole ecosystem of an RV is based on it being level. Your propane, your water flow, everything. If your RV is unlevel, a lot of things won't work. And I parked this here and I had to unlevel. I'm sort of on the hill, on a slope where I store it. And when it rains, the RV, when it's not level, it sits sort of like that. So if it's level like that, how I have a natural part, it's sort of like that. And what happens is the rain, when it rains, it has little gutters on the RV, and those gutters don't flow naturally down. And so what happens, the water starts running this way and getting in the slide. And that's where water was coming in from the slide. And I just never cleaned this up, but once I leveled it out. So always park your RVs level if you can. All right, just walk it through, make sure everything's good. Everything looks good. Normally, if I was going on a long trip, check tire pressure and all that thing I got. Gas is pretty good. Radio system. Go around and check all my lights, signals, and everything. Just to double check. Again, like I said, haven't driven it. Let's see, April, May, June, August, September, October. Like almost 6-7 months. Out here, lights looking good. Running lights are looking good. Now, if you haven't seen the video where I installed these LED lights, Check that video out. All my running lights are on. Headlights. Running lights down the side, look good. All right, y'all gonna come with me as I drive. Blue Bink is about 20 miles from where I'm currently parked. So y'all gonna roll with me to get this thing washed. All right, let's go. Hold on, let me see all those cobwebs, man. This is just from 6 months being parked. And all that little brown speck, you know. These seats peel, are notorious. A lot of people replace these jackknife sofas and all that stuff because they are notorious for peeling. What was that? That didn't sound good. All right. I need to oil that up. All right, I got everything. Another note to oil those steps so everything is good. That's another TV I want to eventually replace that's TV with that one. That's sort of a real old model TV. This is a smart TV. All right, so let's hit this road. Oh, pause again. Always make sure you put all your things, sort of freestanding things, because things will fall and shift and fly all over the place if you don't sort of store your stuff. All right, I think all that's good for right now. All right, let's get this thing set up. Another thing, y'all, I need to get a better mounting system for my GoPro. So if you got something that you use in your rig, a vehicle, RVers, mounting your GoPro to get these driving shots, could be something in the comment. Leave me a link to what you're using. All right, here we go. If you ever coming through Nashville, I-24 is the damn worst interstate in Davidson County. I-24 East. Anything from downtown heading east, I-24 is terrible. Coming west in town, I'm pretty sure it's the same way, but it's always traffic. It's always traffic, 24. So, if you're coming through, never be in a hurry. You're always gonna run into traffic, no matter what time or what time of day, or what day of the week. Always gonna be just like this. 3 a.m. it's gonna be like this. FYI. I-24. No matter what time, and it's probably not even an accident or anything up here. This is just normal. What it is, the cost of living in Davidson County, Nashville has skyrocketed so much that people are moving to the outskirts, to the Lavernes, Smyrnas, and Murfreesboro, to get more bang for your buck. If you're buying a house or something or rent, it's gonna be cheaper. So people are moving out from the metropolitan Nashville area as far as housing, but they're driving in, for their jobs. So this is what you get every single day going I-24 east. See, all the drama is on the far side over there. But you got people over here. You got people on this side slowing down, rubbernecking, trying to see what it is. That's on the other side. That's going west. And everybody on this side is slowing down. I tell you, jive turkeys. All right, we are now at the truck wash. Man, I don't see, ain't no other trucks here. And I love it. This will be my second time getting the rig washed here. Getting washed, first time in a minute. She's getting washed, first time in a long time. Yeah, I gotta get up there and get that. I'm about to take care of that roof ASAP. All right, let's see what the damage was. Motorhome, you can see Focus get in there. So $48 for they wash it down, they brush it a little bit and everything. All right, that's not bad, y'all. It's not bad. It's not bad. All right, got it washed. Let's get it back to the crib. All right, like I said, I haven't driven this rig in 6 months. After driving a Tesla for that length of time, man, you immediately learn to handle, you snap back into reality with the handling of you're essentially driving a giant box. And so after driving for about 2 or 3 miles, you snap out of the tight precision handling of a regular passenger car. So it's good just to get in this thing, even if you're not going on a trip somewhere. Just every couple of months, just drive it around your city, hit the interstates and things like that. So my main purpose of this little round was basically blow the leaves off of it, get it clean. I didn't want to go into the winter season with all that tree debris on it. I still need to get up on the roof and really clean the roof. I need to reseal it. Hopefully, I definitely need to do that ASAP. But just to get in and drive it, get those tires rotating, get that oil and everything pumping back through the system. And, you know, just, you know, making sure everything's, you know, all my gauges and everything like everything's working good. So you want to periodically just drive it around, make sure everything is rolling good. All right, so I'm pleased with the car wash, Blue Beacon truck wash. Again, I said that's about 20-minute drive. So right off of Old Hickory Boulevard, I-24 east or west. So you're gonna take the Old Hickory Boulevard exit. If you're coming east, you're gonna go to your right. If you're coming west, once you exit Old Hickory Boulevard, you're gonna make a left, and it sits right off the interstate. So if you're ever in the Nashville area and you want to get your rig washed, Blue Beacon, fortunately for me, there were no other trucks installed, and I literally pulled it up and pulled right in. The first time I came, there was like 3 or 4 trucks ahead of me. So it was, I think I waited about 30 minutes before I was actually get the RV washed. So, all right, now we're about to get back on 24, going west, and get this thing back parked. We'll see you in a minute. All right, guys, we made it back. Got it semi-level over my little parking bricks. A couple other projects that I know. One of the main projects I want to do, I want to remove this bat wing. Of course, I broke the handle. This is the antenna, the air antenna that's sort of like a bat wing that's on top of the roof. I just hate that thing. There's other things that you could do. It looks like a little dome. So this is one of the next major projects that I have on my list to do, is to remove this bat wing and replace it with another more concealed type of antenna where you don't have to do all this pulling and spinning and rotating to find a signal. Of course, I already told you I want to get this more modern smart TV replaced with this older one. That's nothing. Shouldn't take that long to do that. They're roughly the same size. And I think that's it. So let's go outside and make sure everything's tidied up before we close out this video. Another thing you always want to do, you got RV, you got these buttons, use, if you're using it, but you hit store, it cuts all power off from anything. You know, you may leave something on mistaken, but if you hit that store, it disconnects any circuits, radio, everything off from your house batteries to keep your house batteries from dying out. You need to check the expiration date on this. Do fire extinguishers expire? So I don't know. I would like to have one. Of course, I hope I never have to use it, but I'll check on that and see if I need to replace that. Okay, everything is looking cool. And when I do work on this RV, I'm gonna have to do it probably at another location, man. The mosquitoes around here. Look at that. Look how much it cleaned that up. I recreated that logo. I'm gonna peel that off and put my new logo somewhere on here. And that's another project, but everything is looking good. All right, got everything tidied back up. Got all of that tree saps and stuff got most of that off. I still need to get up on that roof and get that roof cleaned off and conditioned back up. But we good to go. Like I said, when I get ready to do this roof, man, over here, man, the mosquitoes over here are so terrible that there's no way I can get over here and do it with all these mosquitoes. all that brush, and I'm pretty sure some water sitting around over here, but the mosquitoes are terrible over here. So if I get up on that roof, I'm gonna have to take it somewhere else to where it's gonna be more manageable. And before we end this video, I finally came up after what, 3-4 years of owning this thing. I finally got a name for this. It just popped in my head a couple of days ago. All right, the official name for this RV is short initials BBA. This is, drum roll, Big Brother Almighty. Big Brother Almighty. Now, those who know, you know where it's coming from. Big Brother Almighty. All right, School Day is one of my favorite movies, and Big Brother Almighty was one of the main characters. And here's the Tesla. I'm gonna name it Half Pint. So this is Half Pint, and that was Big Brother Almighty. All right, y'all, so sorry for not putting more content out for y'all, but I'm still gonna try to get a camping trip somewhere before it gets too cold and all that good stuff. So don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment, and we'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.